Real quick, how divine timing works. So divine timing is not once we reach a certain amount of years or weeks or days. It's not based off of linear time. It's not based off of man-made time. It's more so about, did you get the point that God had for you to get? Once you get that point, have you solidified that point, that lesson, with practice? And have you implemented it into your personality? That's how divine timing works. It has nothing to do with a number. It has nothing to do with a time limit. That's why you have some people that it will take them 20 years to unlock a level compared to someone that may take only 20 days. Now, you will receive confirmations that you are on the right path, such as angel numbers, a word, a message, a dream that will keep you motivated and to give you those clues that you are on the right track. But we cannot look at other people's time frames. We cannot look at, a bell just went off, confirmation, okay? That we cannot look at other people's trials, tribulations, their journey. We can gain only maybe a bit of understanding from it, and maybe a bit of encouragement from their story, but we cannot compare ourselves. Even if we are the same incarnate gender or the same incarnated race, or some of the similarities may show up in the physical world, it's more so the divine putting you on the track to become the best you. We can't hinge our spiritual journey on an astrological conjunction or a certain time frame, a birthday, a New Year's, or whatever. It's like, did you get the divine point? And is it now part of you? For example, let's say that someone may have an addiction and they may continue in that addiction on different levels at different time frames. And it may be 10 years before they really get that addiction out of their system and replace that old dead habit that kept them in the mind cycle. Okay, we're talking about divine cycles, in that mind cycle that kept them repeating themselves over again until they switch timelines. And that timeline happens to be that higher level of them, that divine timing, that divine cycle, the way how they think and act. Because we are divine beings having a human experience. This is how generational curses and things that are handed down works. Like, if my mindset is handed down to my children and my mindset came from the previous generation that had bad habits and thought forms, that is only going to increase in me and I'm going to pass it down. But if I stop it in my generation now and reversing it, then I can pass it down to my children. And that's how you break a generational curse. And those things that happen, they only pass down from generation because it not only is stuck in that one person and is passed down, but it builds a momentum and it builds in strength. So in the Old Testament, you hear a lot about like generational curses, and your children's children will be cursed, etc., etc. And that's basically like the veil being put over a person's eyes so they cannot see their shortcomings. If one generation's eyes have been blinded, it's only going to play out into the next generation because they're raising the next generation. But if that generation could stop it, if they are able to break that pattern, then the curse is no longer, has no hold on them. So that was basically like saying that you won't be able to see where you have fallen short. You won't be able to see how you can address it and make it different. You won't be able to see when that quote unquote enemy, the inner me, comes with an attack. And the enemy is only, outside quote unquote enemy, is only able to attack a person because of the inner me's, like the shadow of a doubt, the lack of faith, this bad habit. I don't see how I'm tripping myself up there. I don't see how I set myself up there. It's the enemies, the inner me's, that are allowing the enemies to attack. And when we break those cycles mentally and match it up with physical action, that's how we break generational curses. That's how we break our own cycle. And we are matching with the divine timing, the divine cycle. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for tuning in. So if you are interested in the I Am That I Am divine guidance cards, you can find those listed in the description box. I have journals, study materials, and also spiritual tools that you can find on our website. Depending on when you're watching this, we're doing the second annual 21-day fast. Feel free to join us. We start on March 21st. the power of 3, and Aries season, the real esoteric New Year's, to start off the New Year's correctly. All right, this is Minister Ashley. I'll talk to you the next time. Peace.